What's going on, guys? Scopamar TV here, back with another video. And as y'all may know by now, Drake dropped a album called Some Sexy Songs with Party Next Door. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of people done reviews on the album. But what I'm going to be doing is a reaction to what T-Pain has to say about the album, because I've listened to about 95% of the album. I think it's about maybe 3 or 4 songs that I've not listened to as yet, because it's quite a good amount of songs. And what T-Pain says does make sense if you are a producer or artist and you understand the depths of creating music and what a draft song sounds like versus an intentional song. Now, what I mean by that is an intentional song would be a song that is directed towards something, a topic, a person. It has like a strong base to it, like, meaningful, a song that you could say, well, you know what, in 5 years' time, this song is gonna hold its ground. There weren't a lot of those type of songs on there. There were songs, feel good songs, and no doubt it's a feel good album. I think Party Next Door, I was trying to search for it, says this album was not a Kendrick type of album to dissect or analyze anything. It's a song that you should be hitting the girls to, you know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. So you have people that are trying to criticize the album and saying that it wasn't all that. But personally, it was a decent album. But let's hear what T-Pain has to say. We come back and I can understand why he said that. I'll listen to T-Pain.
All these trash songs that I recorded, I listen to them all the time. And I fuck. So here's my thing. I feel like he recorded a bunch of shit. In order to keep Party around, you can take 10, 15 of these songs, put a verse on them, bitch, Party. That's our album, bro. I already got.
Now, if you are an artist, you have a phone that is filled with choruses, recorded verses, half of verses, a quarter verses. I mean, there's a bunch of draft music that never makes it to people's ears. Never. And should you rush to put it out, and you could put these songs together, some of the times, depending on how quick you rush it, it will not be an intentional song. It will just be a song that you put out there for people to feel. You know what I'm saying? The album had a ambiance of, atmospheric sounds, and it had this vibe of, chilling with a chick, and it's just that city life, typical Drake vibe, but it wasn't where you're gonna say this particular song, you're going to be remembering this particular song for years to come. So far, he has a song called Give Me a Hug, which referencing Joe Budden and Melissa Ford. She's enjoying the line that he says that she was one of the greats from Toronto, so she's basking in all her glory to be mentioned again by Drake, because now this is going to boost her numbers. Now, that song will be remembered a little bit longer than the rest of them. Now, like Party Next Door said, it's an album to be enjoyed, not to be dissected. It's just a vibe. And what T-Pain is saying makes complete sense. It seemed like they put these topics together, finalized them, and just put it out there, just as a tester. I'm pretty sure he got the real album working on. I'm pretty sure they got their own real album working on. But why not just drop something for the people in the meantime?
Bro, the songs are already recorded. The songs are already recorded. These are all the songs that didn't make my previous albums. Go for it, bro. Put verses on these songs. Yeah, there's 5 to 7 solo Drake songs that didn't make other albums. It's not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that they're bad. These are just songs that didn't make albums.
Now, artists tend to record many songs before completing an album. Sometimes you might go 1 or 2 songs over, then you listen to them and you're like, nah, it doesn't fit. But you put that song on the bench. It's gonna get played in the game at some point, but you put it on the bench. Like for me, there's a song I dropped the other day called Birthday Wish. Had this song for about 6 years until I tried to revived it, got a good vibe from it, and now it's out there for people to listen to. Birthday Wish. And it was one of those songs that never made it on any of my previous EPs, so I dropped it as a single for the time being until I'm dropping more songs that are intentional.
Or Party, or the other way around. Or Party came there with an album and was like, "Hey Drake, can you put verses on these particular songs?" All these trash songs that I recorded, I listened.
Now, the way how the clip started, and he's saying all these trash songs that I've recorded, he's talking about his own music. He's not talking about Drake or Party Next Door's music. He's talking about his own music. And many of us, as artists, producers, we record songs that to us, it's not a hit. Sometimes people put things out that to them it's not a hit, and then to the people, it's one of their best projects ever. So I definitely give my thumbs up to Drake and Party Next Door for going forward and putting out the project regardless, because one of the worst things that artists could do is to hold on to music in their hard drives. That music is never going anywhere. No one will ever hear that music. You have to drop the music for people to hear the music. You can say the song is a hit a million times to yourself, but until the people decide it's a hit, it's not a hit. Now let's get into the comments and see what people got to say. Someone says, sounds like a good explanation. Most definitely. T-Pain is not a hater. T-Pain have many hits underneath his belt. He knows what he's talking about. He's a producer. He's an artist. He does his own thing. So there's no way he's hating. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says the album was fire either way. We don't care. It's a decent album, especially for Valentine's Day. Like I said, it was an ambiance type of vibe, very chill, trap sounding R&B, which is what people are into now. It's not that 90s R&B where they're pouring their hearts and soul out. It's more of a chill vibe. So people were definitely feeling the album, even though like I feel it wasn't an intentional album. It was something that they put out there to test the temperature, to see where people are with Drake. And by the numbers, people still want to hear Drake. If I was Drake right now, I would definitely be working on an intentional album, something that I'm going to drop, because based on the numbers for this album, Some Sexy Songs, and it's very slick how he does it. He does it with another artist, right? So that he's not getting hated on all the way, because it's a collaborative effort. Now, based on the numbers, people have missed the sound, the vibe. So if I was him, I would definitely get to working on a new project, because listen, he's still top dog in the thing, still top dog in the game. So you know what I'm saying? But listen to it, form your own opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys think T-Pain made a valid point in regards to the album? If you have listened to it, that it's just some songs that were unfinished that he put together and released. Until next time, Scope More TV, I'm out.